Hello and welcome to my first Blender tutorial. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to make this gold texture, along with this red stand, and the lighting, and the background. Now this is the finished product here. We have a spot lamp here, just a normal lamp there, camera set up with your stand, your 4 gold pieces, and your background. Now open up Blender and size your default cube to be roughly the size of these cubes here. Now remember, they're going to need to be a little bit bigger because we're going to put a subsurf modifier on it. So we're going to look at it from front view by pressing number 1 on the number pad. And we're going to scale it on the Z axis, be about there. And looking at it from above, we're going to scale it on the Y axis, about there. Okay, now we're going to add modifier, subsurface. We're just going to go to front view again, and then press tab to go from object mode to edit mode. Now it's going to change color, and you'll see that you can select each individual vertex here. Now we're going to put in 2 ring cuts on this face, so Control R to put a ring cut there, and Control R to put another ring cut there. Now that will make it come closer to this end, but now we need to put, if we look at it from the side view, we need to put 2 more, one at the top, one at the bottom, to give it this squared look. Now 1 there, so it's Control R, and then left click to put the cut there. And that's what the cube will look like. Click Set Smooth, and we'll just smooth out those edges. Okay, now to coloring. We're going to use the hex value for the coloring, and the color is FFD 700, and that's the gold color. Now we're going to select Ray Mirror and Ray Transparent, putting Ray Mirror at 0.4, then leaving IOR at 1 and Fresnel at 0. Now we're going to put in the red stand. So add mesh cylinder. We're going to give it 8 vertices. I'm going to scale it out and then scale it down on the Z axis. So you want there to be about 4 steps before it reaches the gold cube. So yeah, that's about a decent size. Now press tab to go into edit mode again. We're going to use B to get this box select and only select the top faces. Okay, then extrude, and then right mouse click, and then S to scale it, and that will give you that. And then extrude out from there. So it's E, and right mouse click, S, then scale it in, and E again. That looks pretty good. Now we're going to add a subsurface to this as well, which makes it look like that. So then you need to add those ring cuts in again. So you don't want to put it all the way to the top, otherwise it will just be a very sharp edge. So you want to put it down a little bit, just so that you can see the definition of the layers, but it'll also be smooth. Then go out into object mode and click Set Smooth. It'll give you that. Now we'll just scale it up a bit. Just add another step, so extrude, scale, then extrude. Need to recut that layer as well. Now we're going to add an object here, which is this, and we're going to change the color to red, and then put the ray mirror to 0.2. Okay. So now we're going to position this gold cube where we want it to be sitting. So we want it to be just touching the stand and to the back a little bit. We're going to make a second one. So hold down Shift and press D to duplicate a second one. Then right mouse click, and then you can use these arrows to make it go where you want. And I'll put a bit of a rotation into it as well, so they don't all look perfect. We're going to duplicate again with Shift D, and then right mouse click, and you can take that up. So then you want this to be just sitting on top of the other gold cubes. And then we're going to rotate it 90 degrees-ish, so that it's about there. Then I need to just rotate that one again. Okay, so that you have that. I'm just going to scale this up with S. Just move that to there. Okay, now we're going to change the camera so that it's viewing it front on. So we're going to select it with the right mouse click button, and then use G to move it, and then R to rotate it. Now if you press 0 on the number pad, you'll go into camera view, and if you go into here to camera, you can turn title safe off, and that'll show you only what the camera will see. So you want the whole gold to be in here with the stand and all. Now if we go 3 to go to side view, now we can add a background. So left click to place your 3D cursor, then space add mesh plane, and S to scale that out, then tab to go into edit mode, then use B to select the back two vertices. So I'm going to drag that out. I'm going to press E to extrude, and we're going to select only edges, and we'll drag that up. And that means that it creates a face there, otherwise it would have just taken the two vertices out. We're going to extrude again on the Z axis and just go straight up. Now you need to drag these two vertices here out towards the camera. That will stop the reflection of the global background from overtaking the actual gold color. I'm going to press A to select all and scale it on only the X axis. So that's S and X. Okay. Now we're going to just make that white. I'm going to move it up so that it's just touching the stand. Okay, we're going to delete the lamp that was there originally. I'm going to add lamp spot. I'm going to rotate this so that it's facing onto the gold. Just make it about there. And then if you go into this one here, and the one that looks like a light bulb, you can extend the distance and also the energy. I'm going to put the energy to 2. And then you put in a second lamp, which will just be lamp, and make sure that ray shadow isn't on. It's just to pick up some of the background. If we press F12 to render, and this is our final product. You can see that the gold is reflecting over there. It's reflecting the background. There it's reflecting the stand, and the stand is reflecting itself. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and hope to see you next time. See ya.